is a mobilization of the neck. Alright, so you're gonna go ahead and grab that lemon groove in the back. Alright, and so the movement is up toward you while simultaneously you're gonna grab the forehead and do so listen to this. Up toward you.
Okay, put your good leg first. Right? And now just lean in.
That's right.
Yeah. And now lean in. Okay, put your foot.
How did that feel, guys? Okay, I'm gonna go to the other side. Same thing. My inner hand is the one that's gonna be grabbing the group. So it's up, over, while the other hand goes.
Straighten out his leg. Why is his leg bent? When you straighten these in this circus. Okay, now slide in your explosion. Okay. That was it?
There. It's gonna be a lateral flexion.
Okay, go ahead. Tap on the ground.
So from here it's gonna be ear to shoulder. Remember that you want to really use your hands for firmness. So I'm going to have my hands underneath his head. We're gonna move ear to shoulder. I'm gonna cross my hand and we're gonna open.
I don't even think I can do it on my other one. Okay, you have to do your
Count to 12 seconds. You okay? You
I
really
was just
feel it?
smiling for the camera.
No? That did not look like a smile.
That's what I used to teach for other girls. And then lunge your
Alright.
hands, the front knee.
Other side, as you can tell, I'm moving
See? You can
my
do
head in one unit.
And then just
I'm going to
straighten your
continue
ankle.
holding my head here once I have it in place. Cross my hand.
Put your head to your knee. Don't to your knee. Oh, yep. And then is this straight? There. And now slide. Pretty good.
I'm going to bring it back. Now it's lateral flexion with rotation.
Get in there,
Okay.
say
Now, you want to make sure that the chin is not on the shoulder but above. Okay, so like this. Rotation,
I don't know how you do this. I have a lefty too.
flexion. So you're opening
I won't be
this
able to
right
do
here.
it.
Same thing, cross hand and hold.
Oh, my right leg is super.
Always keep an eye on their breathing. And then release. Bring back.
So trash.
Other side. Rotation. Flexion. Continue holding. Cross it.
No. My right leg is trash. Oh my god. They used to do such a
So the differentiation one to other is because the last one had the rotation like
Mhm.
that. And then
The first one is just lateral flexion. The other one is lateral flexion plus rotation.
Oh, I hate the right leg.
and that helps to release pressure. Or
You're stretching different parts of the neck, or different muscles on the neck. This next one is
That's what my sister does, but
forward flexion. Okay. You are going to cross your hands underneath. So as I cross this one, his head is supported with my forearm, while my arm holds his shoulder. Other side as well. Mr. Guillermo, please breathe in. Release. As he releases, you bring up. Breathe. And bring down slowly. And there you go. Was a pull down, okay? So remember that you do not want to grab just from the wrist. You want to make sure that you grab from a little bit below the wrist and a little bit above the joint, okay, the elbow joint. Here, you're gonna go straight down toward the toes, okay? The feet. And if you can tell, look at how much of a stretch we got. Okay? Alright. The next one is to the side. Okay. So you could do two of them here. Same thing. Wrist, elbow, pull. And see, I'm using my body. Alright, I'm not using strength, I'm using my body. Okay. Or modify it a little bit if they're too big and you cannot do that pull. You're gonna hold the what's it called? Flexion of the elbow. And all you do is traction. Did you see that pull there?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Okay. The next one is a pull arm above. Remember not to come this way and then above, because then you could catch something and it hurts. So it's just straight up. Okay. So it's one stool above. Here, my outer arm is going to interlock with his elbow here. My inner arm is going to grab his shoulder from down here. Get down, parallel, and pull.
Sorry, miss.
Again, outer arm, interlock with his elbow. This one, you're going to grab, down, pull. You okay?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I felt that.
And that's it. From there, we can do small circle and big circle. We're going to start with big circle. Big circle, you are going to circumduct the shoulder area. And you always want to have it in a traction. Interlock here, traction, and you're going to move with it.
With two hands?
Okay. Small. Right here. Okay. Move cajete. In. Push. Out. Pull. In. Push. Out. Pull. And then over chest. Always make sure that you, always make sure that you support elbow. Pull up and over. You could do a little bit more. Okay, that was it. Way. So the first one is called flip wrist. All right, so it's mobilization of the wrist. You could do this either supine or prone, and it says use fingers below the client's wrist, flip it while your thumbs stabilize the top of the client's wrist. So once we start going into our hand routine, all right, once we milk it and we do everything that we're gonna do massage wise, after that we're gonna be doing the stretches of the wrist. All right, so all you do is just a flip. You see that? It's just a flip. That's all it is. Okay. Here you can stabilize it. All right. Again, it's just a flip. Okay, and you're opening up that wrist. Okay. All right. Interlace fingers during movement. All right. So here you're gonna interlace the fingers. Okay, just relax your wrist for me, and so you can do a little more of a stretch here. We're gonna come down, stretch it there. Okay, up, and then look, side here. But here I'm holding, so that when we come to the side, you're still stretching. See that? How does that feel? Okay, so it's gonna be real life. You finish, flip, interlace, relax those wrists for me, back, forward, back again, twist, twist. Okay. After that, it says circumduct fingers. It's kind of like with the rotator cuff. Okay. All you're gonna do is just circumduct the fingers. Okay. How does that feel?
They feel like the fingers extending.
Mm-hmm. All right, the next one is full finger, and it's just traction on the fingers, guys. All you're doing is opening up the joints, all right? So here, but always remember to hold your client. And this is all you're doing, as if you were gonna pop your fingers. See that?
You're
Oh,
holding
did
the
pop.
wrist and pulling the finger.
I'm holding the wrist while I'm pulling on the fingers. And that's it. Okay, so real time, you finish with the hand, flip, okay, interlace. You're gonna continue stretching it back, forward, back again, side, side, grab the wrist, circumduction of the fingers, pull, circumduction of the finger, pull, circumduction of the finger, pull. And that's it on the stretches, but it's just mobilization inside of the carpal tunnel. So this is scissor. You see how each is just a scissor. You do this.
Up and down
Up
with
and down.
each metacarpal.
So each metacarpal. See? How does that feel?
Mhm.
That's it. Very easy. Okay. You're going to reach across, and we're gonna pretty much get the ribs from the back. All right. So both hands are gonna be on the ribs, and so you wanna do this till you get pretty much to maybe about midsection here. All right. So we're gonna start from the rib cage on the bottom, and then work our way up. Okay. So reach over. Remember your body mechanics. Okay. Make sure that you open up correctly. I'm gonna take your arm out of the way. That way my belly's not. Right here. All right. So you're gonna try it and grab the rib cage from underneath like this. After that, you're gonna pull up toward you and out. Okay. Here. Pull up toward you and out. You see that? There's not much to it because a lot of people are pretty heavy. And that's it. Okay. Again, all you're doing is just pulling up toward you and out. Okay. How did that feel? The next one is the rib compression. Okay. So just remember, we're going to be working with this area here. And all you're going to do is, you don't want to get it too on top because it's going to hurt. You're going to grab it from about midsection here. This area here, put palm over palm, and press down toward the feet. And here you're just going to open up the rib cage. Same thing on the other side. We're going to be working just with this area right here. Okay. Palm over palm. It's directly on it. Directly on it. Do you feel any ugly pressure? Do you feel fine? Do you feel the opening of the rib cage?
Yes.
Good. And that's it. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. Okay. You could do this one prone or supine. And we're going to take this out, okay? We're going to do the leg pull. And while standing at the foot of the table, grasp the client's ankle and firmly pull several times. So it's going to look something like this. Okay? Ankle. See that? You could see the joints open. Okay? How did that feel?
Good.
Same thing on the other side. Look at my stance, guys, okay? Okay. That was leg pull. Leg rock. This is on supine. And this is just basically a leg rock right here. Okay? And it's just mobilization on the hip joint, knee joint, and even ankle joint. Hip clock stretch. Okay? This one, guys, you see the hands of the clock? So you have your 12, your 2, and your 10. So that's how your knee is going to go. 12, 2, and 10. Okay? Look at how I'm going to support his knee coming up. Okay? If they are big, guys, I want you to use your forearm. Okay? And then move your hand right there. I'm going to grab the foot. This is your indicator here. Okay, this is the one that's going to tell the leg where to go. Okay? My forearm is going to be underneath their knee. So we're going to go like this. And that is a 12. Okay? You want to hold for a couple of seconds.
So you're stretching until that back foot comes up. Is that what you were looking for?
No, I was just making sure that this one is not up high. Okay, we're going to go into a 2.
So like in the middle of
Mhm. It's kind of like knee to shoulder.
Okay.
And 10. So knee to shoulder. Ah, you flexible!
I was like, dang.
All right,
I was
guys.
like, I know. But
Some people
sorry.
are very big. Okay, use your body to push. To push. Look, you see that? Make sure that you use your shoulder to push. Okay, it's gonna feel a little bit different. All right, see, I'm using my shoulder. Okay. All right. Next one is that was that one. The 12, the 10. Okay. Hip circles, mobilization. And it says move the client's flex hip and knee in a circular direction, reverse direction. All right. Kind of like how we did with our arm. This is it. Right here. Okay. Opposite direction. Next one is a groin stretch, and it says stretch. This you could do prone or supine. Place the client's flexed far leg on the table with the foot by the straight near knee. Stretch by gently compressing the near knee.
Like a figure 4.
Like a figure 4. Yeah. This would be like this. Okay. What I like to do, guys, again, because some people need that extra firmness, because if you do this, the hip is going to come out. So hold the hip down. And you okay? That pop. And that's all you're doing. You're just holding the hip. And pushing. And pushing up. All right. So that is the groin stretch. And then we're gonna go with the hip rotators. This is also mobilization. You could do this prone or supine, picking up the client's near leg above the and below the knee. Rotate the hip by pushing the leg in to the side and out several times. Reverse direction. Put pause on it. The same as kind of like circumducting, but this time you're going to be pushing
Down.
molcajete sort of style. Okay, so you're going to be pushing. You feel that?
Mm.
Which one's that one? Hip rotation?
Mm-hmm. And then you feel that?
So push down and then just rotate.
That feels good. It also grinds on all of the hip stabilizers. I'm sorry? Mhm. Oh, there we go. Okay. And this is the next one is heel to hip. All right. So heel to hip. Okay. You have to be careful with a lot of people that have knee problems here. Okay, they might not be able to do this. And then bring the heel toward the hip. Okay, so in this, you're gonna sit on top of the foot. And then you're gonna stretch. How does that feel? Okay. That's that. All right, and that's it. Okay. Is over the knee. Okay. And this is for sciatic nerve pain. This is to open up that the gluteus medius. And I'm sorry?
I was like, it hurt.
DSL.
Yeah. Okay. You could do two things. Either you can do this, okay? Or if your client is too big, I need you to go around. And you're going to use your body to bring this leg down and hold it with your body. Okay? So it's basically like this. And you're really stretching out that piriformis muscle as well. Okay. Another one, IT band. You're going to open up the leg, hold the knee, bring down the knee. And you're opening up the IT band. All right, guys, get to it. Okay. And we are doing the feet. There's one called plantar flexion. Okay, now remember that not everybody's gonna have a lot of range of motion. All right, so you have to make sure that you work within their pain threshold and their range of motion. You can always push just a little bit further, but after you have worked the area completely and it's nice and warm. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna be working with his range of motion and his pain threshold. Now I know that he does have some pathologies in his feet, so we're going to work with that as well. So again, the first one is plantar flexion, and it's just you're going to pretty much point the toe, okay, down. So it's going to look like this. Are you okay? Okay. And see, we didn't do much because he has pathologies on his foot. I am holding his ankle from the bottom, and I'm just, I don't know if you could see the opening of the fascia and the skin, and that's it. The other one is dorsiflexion. It's the opposite. Up, up. Okay. This you're gonna be stretching the hind leg. Okay. I'm okay. So plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. Okay. I'm gonna skip the leg rotation. I'll tell you why right now. And then metatarsal scissor is kind of like what we did with the wrist or the hand. Okay. So it's just scissoring of that metatarsals. Okay. And then pull toes. Guys, you have already done this. Just pulling of the toe and circumduction of the toe. Okay. Alright, so you can also do inward and up. Okay. So eversion and inversion and eversion. Thank you. So what was this called? Plantar flexion. Dorsiflexion. Okay. Inversion. Inversion. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And then the rest again. This is metatarsal scissoring. Circumduction. I'm sorry. Traction of the toes. Circumduction of the toe. And then pulling of the toe.